All right, y'all, so I'm back with a quick video. I just wanted to give you guys some thoughts on why I'm switching out my ZV-1 for the GoPro Hero 11, and I'm gonna let the Hero 11 do all of the vlogging and heavy lifting for the channel, and I'm gonna let the ZV-1 become my permanent top-down shot. Now, right now we're shooting on the GoPro Hero 5, and I got this 11 to replace this Hero 5 right here. And the only reason why I went with the 11 over the 12 and the 13 was because of the price and the fact that I only wanted it for like really two features. And I felt like all of them, 11, 12, and 13 had the features that I wanted. I just wanted the 5.3K and I wanted the 10-bit. And I just felt like whichever one gave me a better entry point price-wise, I would get any one of them from the 11, 12, or 13 just to replace this 5, because any one of them is going to be better than this 5. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to be letting the ZV-1 be the main top-down shot. And the reason I'm switching out with the GoPro, man, is because I've realized over time, man, that the batteries in the ZV-1, they just really don't last no matter what you do. I got like 4 batteries, but I run through these batteries for the ZV-1 all the time, and it's like on a consistent basis. I always have them on a charger, and I always run through them so fast that I kind of got tired of that, and that's why I stopped really using the ZV-1 and just left it as a top-down shot. Keep the batteries charging, and I just throw the batteries in, do whatever I got to do top-down shot-wise, turn it off, and I can get about maybe three videos top-down shot-wise with the ZV-1 before I have to switch the battery out. So, I feel like that's really kind of a good look to just leave it up as my top-down shot. Now, mind you, the GoPro Hero 11 has this 10-bit, and I do like the fact that this 10-bit does look really good. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it looks way better than the ZV-1, but I will tell you from my perspective, my naked eye, with this 10-bit right here, it looks amazing to me. It looks really good, really, really good. As long as you got some good lighting with this GoPro, this 10-bit looks really, really good. Now, from a standpoint of, which one is better to just vlog with, obviously, with the ZV-1, if you want to turn on steady shot, it's going to crop in a little bit. So you got to use something like this as an attachment if you want to continue to have a little bit of a wide shot on the ZV-1. But you also know that when you apply this lens and the additional attachments, it's going to make the ZV-1 get bigger. And on top of that, you got to throw your Rode microphone on there. You see what I'm saying? So you can get some better audio quality. So by the time you throw all of this right here on the ZV-1, it's pretty much becomes kind of like a big camera. It's not compact anymore. You know what I'm saying? But with the GoPro, you can rock this GoPro just like this. And I think that's what's kind of winning me over, is the fact that you can rock it just like this, and the internal audio on this GoPro, bare bones, just like this, sounds really, really good to be a GoPro. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention that 10-bit just looks amazing on here too. And the stabilization on this is amazing, and you get a lot of different field of view choices, over something like the ZV-1. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of different field of view choices. So, for instance, you got that linear mode, that linear lock horizon mode. So no matter which way I move the camera, the horizon will always stay level. And I just feel like the stabilization in this GoPro is amazing. So you really don't have to worry about adding too many attachments to the GoPro, but you do have to add a few attachments to the ZV-1. But that's not really a big deal, because you can just vlog with the ZV-1 straight up if you just wanted to. But just understand that with no attachments and turning on active steady shot, this thing crops in significantly. So I just feel like it's a better top-down shot camera for me currently right now over something like the GoPro. And I feel like the GoPro can easily just take over all of the heavy lifting that the ZV-1 was doing regarding tabletop vlogging, outside vlogging. If I just want to throw this in my car and vlog, or whatever the case, if I want to, walk around Target and vlog, or whatever the case, I can just easily get that stuff done with the GoPro. And to be honest with y'all, I am a GoPro fan. I got to be honest with y'all. I'm a GoPro fan. I got this GoPro back in the day, and this is one of the main reasons why I didn't upgrade, was because I just was in love with this GoPro Hero 5. But over time, I started realizing that the 4K on here just doesn't look the part anymore. But that 4K on here looks really good at 10-bit. You see what I mean? So it was time to upgrade this one. But when you start adding attachments to the GoPro, because I do have some attachments for it, it can get a little bit bulky, and it can get a little bit, it can get a little bit bulky. And I'm going to throw these attachments on here real quick so you guys can see. So right now on the ZV-1, I only have my little L bracket. And if I was to throw this lens on right here, I have to throw an additional attachment on right here, which is, let me find it. So I would have to throw this right here on the GoPro, on the ZV-1 as well. So we have to put that on. Then we have to throw the lens on. So right here, this is what that ZV-1 would look like once you start throwing your attachments on it right here. And then if you want to throw your mic on, this is how big the ZV-1 can easily get And it's kind of heavy too now, but this is how big the ZV-1 can easily get on you if you want to start throwing your attachments on it and stuff like that. So you got to be mindful of that with the ZV-1. But at the same time, don't get it confused. The ZV-1 is still a great camera, and I'm not going to shortchange the ZV-1 for nothing. But let me throw some of the attachments that I got for the GoPro Hero 11. So here goes the attachments that I got for the GoPro. And as you can see, even with the attachments on, it's still not as big as the Sony ZV-1, as you can see right there. But what I have on here is the media mod, and it has that little internal microphone right there. And then on the back, it has the little flip up screen. So I got the media, the display mod on here as well. So if you notice, this is how big this vlog setup can be in comparison to the ZV-1 if I rock it just like this. And I can still fold this down and just rock it straight up like this. Now, mind you, again, like I said, I can even take this whole media mod off and just rock it bare bones, just because the audio quality sounds, to me, really good in the bare bones GoPro. But this is what those attachments will look like right here on the GoPro in comparison to the ZV-1. But don't forget, you got to throw all this stuff on here on the ZV-1 in order to get that, you know, wider field of view if you want to turn on active steady shot. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I just kind of wanted to give you guys some of my thought process as to why I'm going to be going forward with the GoPro Hero 11 over the ZV-1. But again, there's a lot of things to love about the ZV-1. I still love this camera. It still will get used. That don't mean because it's going to be my permanent top-down shot camera that I'm just not going to use it in general. Because if I can still use this GoPro Hero 5 for stuff, I will definitely be using the ZV-1 for things in general. And I know for a fact I like the photos out of the ZV-1 over the photos in this GoPro anyway. So at a minimum, if I'm out with the family and I just want to take photos as well, I'm definitely going to have to pick between these two. And 9 times out of 10, I'll probably go with the ZV-1. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get photos as well, I just have to deal with the batteries over here. But if it's just strictly video, no photos and stuff like that, then I'm going to be vlogging with the GoPro Hero 11 Black. So hopefully some of this rambling made some type of sense. If you found anything that I said to be helpful to you in some way, man, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your man, Jay. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.